This is Tax Evasion, the former top 1 level on the impossible levels list, a record of the hardest levels in Geometry Dash following its respective constraints and criteria. Tax Evasion starts out like any other level on the impossible levels list, littered with 1440 FPS frame perfect inputs, some swift clicks, and some of that good minus wave we love to see. This is pretty typical to see alongside its competitors, but the reason this level not only stands out, but also was able to obtain a top 1 position on the leaderboard is due to its infamous wave section at 58%. Take a look. It may be hard to tell, but your eyes do not deceive you. Right before the wave section hits, you enter the dual game mode, and this little setup right here offsets your icons by a few blocks. Tax Evasion is in 2-player mode, meaning that this off-synced wave section requires the player to do all of this impossible gameplay with both of your hands, one after the other. Considering this was a unique idea for the time, the community was pleasantly surprised to see an impossible level with fresh concepts after repeatedly seeing the same stuff over and over again. But Tax Evasion is not the focus of this video. This wave section became enough of an inspiration for users as they elevated the original idea into a fully fledged challenge level. Today, we're going to take a brief look into the most underrated challenge list level we have seen in a long time and why it is much harder than you think. Tax Evasion Wave takes heavy inspiration from Tax Evasion, of course, and is arguably either one of the hardest levels in the game or barely worthy of landing in the top 10 on the challenge list. Let me explain. Made by Jasp and Linda, Tax Evasion Wave follows the exact same setup as the original level does, creating a 2-player dual wave section that is off-synced by a couple of blocks. Not only does this make the level way harder than if it was a minus wave duel that overlapped one another, but the level also has to make it a 4x speed, 3-block wide gap with zero room for mistakes. When this level was initially previewed and showcased, the overall reception of it was positive, as people were finally happy to see a level that was non-reliant of frame-perfect inputs, but rather focused on precision and click patterns. In order to be a victor of the level yourself, you also have to work on your dexterity quite a bit, since you have to do about 7 to 8 CPS of controlled wave span with each hand. In addition, the decoration was also a pretty big upgrade than that what we had in the original level. The 2.2 camera effects and now limited vision greatly add to the difficulty, but that's just an opinion of my own. So yeah, Tax Evasion Wave is absolutely ridiculous. I cannot imagine someone would ever want to verify something so hard in this day and age. We would probably have to wait years, maybe even decades, for someone to even get close to verifying. Oh. Someone verified it. If you hadn't heard before watching this video, yeah, this kid actually verified this monster level. WShock rose out of the shadows and picked up this level. Jumping from Acu and managing to still have the skill to play something so difficult is hard to wrap your head around, isn't it? And this clearly wasn't a fluke of luck, no. Look at this person's channel. This is clearly an up-and-coming psychopath 2-player demon working their way up the ranks. But after Tax Evasion Wave was verified, it was not placed at number 1 on the challenge list, nor was it at 2, 3, or anywhere in the top 10. It actually didn't even get placed. WShock did in fact verify it legitimately, yeah, but they did not have any raw footage to provide to the list team, which is a requirement when submitting records or verifications. And secondly, the level was deemed to have too high of CPS to place on the list, and just as impossible levels have CPS regulations, so does the challenge list. This would deem the level to be moved to the spam list instead, a list that ranks the hardest spam challenges verified. But because there is still no raw footage, Tax Evasion Wave seems as it will forever lurk in the shadows as an achievement underappreciated. But then we have Linda, and this person is the final boss of 2-player skill. Linda was the original verifier of the Tax Evasion Wave challenge, but due to their undeniable passion for the level, they would take the original challenge and buff it by adding an entirely new section at the end of the level. Tax Evasion Wave extension keeps the base gameplay and adds this monstrosity after all of that top 1 gameplay. Taking inspiration from this dual part after the wave and Tax Evasion, this spam here literally requires a combined total of 18 CPS from both of your hands. I say this in all seriousness, when I'm watching them play the extension, my jaw is literally on the floor because how does you even learn this? Linda has my utmost respect for sticking with something so difficult, and actually managing to improve at it is beyond insane. This extension to Tax Evasion Wave is meant to serve as the hardest level in the game when verified, and it is probably going to end up being the hardest level without much pushback. Good luck to Linda and congrats to WShock. Your accomplishments will not be undermined in the least by me. Hello everyone, we will be playing Tax Evasion Wave. Okay, so I don't even... Come on. I'm literally gonna beat this level. I actually don't even know. Like... Okay, I don't even know what to say. This is actually the hardest level ever. Yeah, how do you even get through that, dude? Do I just like do a no-clip run? "92 deaths? Okay. I actually have no clue how Linda or W Shock are able to sit down and play this every day. Like, this click pattern is insane, man. Oh, dude, I almost did it. Okay, oh my god, my hands are so tired, dude. Actually, how do you play? Literally, how does anyone play this, dude? I think we're just gonna play the speed hack and actually like see this bro. Oh, now I can do it. Look at that. Dude, that part's brutal. Everything after here isn't that hard. Oh, except this spam part. I don't know why I'm saying it's not hard. This is actually impossible. Let's try and do faster now. Oh, no, no, no. I'm falling out. I'm falling out. Dude, I'm actually like bouncing around in my seat like W popped off, man. Let's try and get a new best on the level. Maybe it's the shake, guys. Maybe it's the shake. Yeah, the on-screen visuals don't even matter, dude. This is just all about click patterns. God, these 3 clicks in the beginning are, like, actually annoying, bro. Please, I just want a new best. Oh! Oh my god! Dude, we will take that. How did I get there? No, what? I'm actually insane for that. God, that was actually like genuine shock, bro. What? I wasn't even able to get there from practicing. My worst enemy, dude, I would never wish having them learn this level upon them, dude. Like, I'd much rather like play Silent Club Step than this. I kind of want to try the mini wave. Yeah, this part is actually way harder than it looks, dude. Oh my god. Yeah. Yeah, give me like 10 minutes. I'm on the clock, guys.
What the fuck's name are you doing?
Yeah, dude, those 2 extra clicks, that's not happening, man. Alright, cool. 2 runs, that's good enough for me. Well, final thoughts with the level. This is impossible. I don't know why anyone is saying this would be top 5 in the challenge list. Like, what? VSC, bro. I'd rather play VSC than play this, dude. This is so hard. And my shoulders hurt like crazy. My hands hurt. My fingers hurt, dude. This is bad. Dude, shout out to Linda and W Shock, man. I don't even know how anyone's doing this. But we still have one last thing to cover. Is Tax Evasion Wave really the top 1 challenge? VSC, the current hardest level in the game verified by Yosarian, took a whopping 145,000 attempts to verify. W Shock, on the other hand, took a measly 23,000 attempts to verify Tax Evasion Wave. This arises the issue about whether or not this level is actually worthy of being classified as the hardest challenge in the game. VSC is filled with spammy sections and really tight corridors, while Tax Evasion Wave is much more learny and requires high CPS on both of your hands. So yeah, on paper, Tax Evasion Wave is definitely harder to learn than VSC, but this attempt count difference shows which level is probably harder. There is 100% the possibility that W Shock is just a prodigy at 2-player, just like how Codependence was considered a top 10 until it was beaten by WizKid, someone who is very talented at 2-player levels, who then said that the levels should be a top 20 at max. If a person with no prior 2-player experience were to try and beat Tax Evasion Wave, then yeah, it would definitely be considered the hardest level in the game by then. But if a talented player were to try it instead, they would have a very different opinion about how hard the level is. But what do you think? Is Tax Evasion Wave the hardest level in the game, or does it fall short of landing in the top 10 hardest challenges? Let me know your opinions in the comments below. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you all next time. Take care.